Hi guys, Wendy here with Artfully Created. I wanted to bring you a tutorial, and I made this cute little spinner card with the watercolored wings. So we're using the watercolored wings. We're using paper from the DSP Cherry on Top, and this is a fabulous set. If you haven't seen it or gotten it yet, I love it. We're using the bold butterfly framelets, which is new in the catalog, and then little letter thinlets, which is from the last catalog that was brought over. And I'm using the colors Bermuda Bay, Soft Suede, and So Saffron. And I have a couple different, and yes, you may be thinking this is backwards or upside down, and that's kind of an on purpose mistake. I had put the glue on the wrong side and then put it down to the paper and realized, oh no, that's backwards. But I actually like that. I don't know. It just is kind of whimsy. So I was gonna show you this card, and this stamp set, Watercolor Wings, has a learning curve for me. See all my things that I've been practicing stamping, and I finally have figured out what I like, and it could be different for each person. But this is the butterfly. I've already cut it out, but I thought I'd show you. I really like the true watercolor effect, and I've seen a lot of demonstrators demo this, and I don't like the deep dark color, because then it sort of defeats the purpose of being a watercolor. And the stamps are not numbered, but this would be the first one you want to stamp, this would be the second, and this would be the third. And each one I have found that I do like to have it stamped off. So I'll ink it up really well, stamp it off on scratch paper, and then place it on my cardstock. And I'm using the largest acrylic block, and this thing is really cumbersome. I'm not sure I like that big block. So the first impression I did daffodil, no, So Saffron, and then the Bermuda Bay. We're doing the second impression. And what I don't like about this stamp set is that you really do get the center inked up, and you don't want this on the center. So you're just really doing the outline of the wings. So this is really wasted space here, but I found no easy way to avoid getting ink down there. So you want to be careful when you stamp. You don't want to get that on the image. And I've just found it just takes practice in using this stamp set. And I do like the soft suede a lot when I'm building the body. And I'm just going to shut this because I will get ink all over myself if I don't. And then you have this little body that you'll just stamp in the center there. But with the power of video, I have done it ahead of time. Oops. I'm so sorry about that. So for this card, we're going to use crumb cake, so saffron, and then a piece of that DSP. And the word window. And I use the word window and I push it all the way to as far as it will go into the punch. And then I just start cutting, pushing that. But then you also want a slightly large sliver so that the butterfly will actually spin. And I'm not perfect on this. You don't want it too big that the butterfly falls through, or what you're going to use are 2 pennies in dimensionals to get that spinner action. And I have seen some people use 2 dimensionals in between there and 1. And you can decide, this really is a thick card if you're going to mail that. That would be very thick. So I really like the 1 layer of dimensionals. And so you just layer these 2 pennies on top of each other. So you got this inside, it's like a little track. Then you slide that in the little window you just cut out. And see, then that's how it begins to, and there is a little piece here that is not cut enough. But just do it ever so slightly so you don't punch too much out. So then it just should slide freely, and then adhere it to one of the layers. And I'm just centering it on this layer. And once you have this piece of paper down, it does tighten up a little bit, which I think is why some people use 2. Just try to slide it back and forth a little bit. And then what I have also used is the Dazzling Diamonds glitter and the 2-way pen to add some sparkle to the butterfly. And I'm just following the image. You can add the glitter wherever you wish. And then when you're adding the glitter, just use some kind of paper to catch the glitter excess. And tap it off. Although it's very hard to see it on the camera. There is glitter on there. There you go. You can see that. And then you want to add one more dimensional to this top penny. Then you'll add the butterfly. And I try to center it so that this wing over here is not hanging over too much. So if you are going to mail it, it will fit in the card. And this will, you know, kind of spin around like he's taking flight. And then what I've also added were these cutout letters. And I thought soar was appropriate for the butterfly. And you can add those on the left-hand side of the card. And my glue is almost gone. And I like them kind of lopsided and off center a bit for that whimsical look. Then you'll add the layers to the back of the card base. And there's the card. And whoever receives it will just love it. And you don't often see a spinner card. I think this is just so cute. And then you can put whatever sentiment you'd like on the inside. And because this is fairly light cardstock, I would not add another layer. But if that's what you like to do, then certainly add another layer on there. So these were the 3 cards. And you can decide if you want the 2 dimensionals or the 1 dimensionals. These 2 have 1, and then this one has the 2. So let me know which card you like the best. I appreciate you watching and supporting me, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys.